Hey, my name is Dana Jones, and I am the Core Council Chairperson for CSLDallas. It has been a wonderful experience, and I love every moment of it. And because of that, I get an opportunity to talk to you today about something that was really telling for us today as we wrapped up our meeting. So I'm just going to launch into a story. One of my colleagues on the Core Council questioned why we at CSLDallas would have an African American circle, why we would have an interest in joining or being part of the Dallas Women's Foundation. Why are we doing all these things around politics and racism and he didn't understand. And I thought that was like, wow, what an opportunity here. So I shared some things with him that I'm just going to share with you about why we do these kind of things. So the first thing I want you to do is kind of go to your place of compassion, right? As a leader, we all have that sweet spot. That's what makes you one of the best leaders there are, because you can have that compassion. So tap into that compassion with me for just a moment and just imagine a world where you were an outsider. Imagine everything in the world really catered to and looked like it was created to be a benefit to someone else and maybe not so much to you. That's what it's like every day for an African American woman, me. From the time I get up in the morning to the time I put my head down at night, I'm in a world where people don't really look like me. Every meeting I go to, I'm an outsider. Every phone call I have, I'm an outsider. The church that I go to used to be, I was an outsider. And I never really felt like I was part of the fabric of America. I'm just being very real with you. It's a very uncomfortable place to be. Every day, 24/7, every day of my life, I am reminded daily that I am different. I want to say to you, as a minister or a layperson leader, whatever role you have, if you're associated with the Centers for Spiritual Living, my experience should be very different. The experience of everyone who looks different than the mainstream should be the same. Absolutely same. No heads about it. It's called the Center for Spiritual Living. We talk about oneness, togetherness, right? Humanity is what we're talking about. It works for everyone. So when I walk through the doors, or someone who looks like me, when they walk through your doors, they're expecting to receive that, right? Unfortunately, the world is set up such that it doesn't cater to what a Black woman thinks all the time. But when I walk into the Center for Spiritual Living, I know that what I say matters. I know my ideas are valued. I know that I have a voice. I'm being asked to participate. People are listening to what I have to say. And it's not just me, it's others, right? And because of that, the experiences of everyone who comes into the Center for Spiritual Living in Dallas is explosive. It is loving. It is enveloping. It is developing. It's all of those things, because someone took the time to say, hey, my name is XYZ, and I'm glad to know you, and who are you, and what do you do? And I'm interested in getting to know you. Can we go to lunch? Can we go to dinner? Can we just sit here and talk a little bit? If you ever get a chance to talk to someone who does not look like you, do it. You'll learn a ton about what life is like for someone else. That's that compassion piece. The moment you step away from who you are and get interested in other people, get curious about how other people think, what makes them tick, what is that thing that that only they can do, when you start having conversation and dialogue, it changes everything. All of a sudden, you're thinking of a million ways in which this individual, this human being in front of you, with all of their gifts, can benefit you and the world. But if you don't have that conversation with them, nothing changes. It's the same old, same old. So what would you rather do? Would you rather experience the same old, whatever that is for you? Or would you like to experience the richness, the growth, the diversity, the energy, the synergy that comes from being enlightened and involved and engaged with people from all walks of life, older, younger? We can talk about skin color for sure, right? We can also talk about those who are able and unable or disabled. You know, you just got, I mean, if you're talking about humanity, this is where it starts at the Center for Spiritual Living. I should never be on a phone call with a group of folks who are, in this case, African American, Asian, what have you, and they say on the phone call that they were a member of a Center for Spiritual Living and they don't feel connected. What are you talking about? That was my question, because that did happen to me. What do you mean? You mean you're not invited to conversation? You don't get to lead a discussion? You're not feeling loved? What? Okay, I could see that for some of these other religions, but not for the Center of Spiritual Living. So the next time I'm on a call with a bunch of African American folks, I want to learn that there's been something different about their experience and they feel connected. Because that's the only way you're going to grow. That's the only way you're going to experience the richness and the blessings and the fullness of humanity. That is my challenge to you as a minister. Be curious. Ask questions. Get involved. It's okay. Nothing but good will come from that. My name is Dana Jones, and I'm the Core Council Chair at CSLDallas. I look forward to seeing you and hearing your story. Thanks.